Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Automachef, Episode 4. So, once again, we venture forth into contracts mode. Now, I was looking through my 3 choices of contracts this time, and I accidentally accepted one, which is going to be the one we're going to be doing today anyway. So, once again, doing a contract for heartburns, but this time's a bit more complex. Actually, a lot more complex, but they are ponying up a lot more cash. We got 4 different dishes to take care of this time around. And on the hard difficulty, we have an efficiency target of 70, but we have a fair amount of money. In fact, we got a pretty good advanced payment out of the deal here. Now, we have yet another packaged meal, plus basically anytime you see cardboard on any of the dishes, you're going to need the assembler. But we already have the assembler. That's all well and good. However, there's a few more things that I foresee in this particular thing that's going to require a few more machines to do properly. Now, being that we only have one fried thing, I don't think we need to invest in the fry-lator here. But I do want to get into some storage units. These things are going to be very important when you have multi-demand items on a particular either ingredient or finished product. So, storage unit get. And then, along with that, I found one thing that pairs very nicely with storage units is the counting machines. I will show you guys some of the advanced things you can do with the counting machines here, but first we gotta buy it. Now, is there anything else that we might need? I don't think we need the conveyor grill. As for transportations, I mean, we could get the ingredient gates. We could also get the long robotic arm. These things are darn useful. Actually, I might pick them up just so we have the option. And what the hey, I'll get the ingredients gate too. Don't think we quite need the others just yet, but I am happy to get that. And then last but not least, I think we should invest in a high-speed dispenser. And I'll explain more on that later. But it is a darn useful piece of equipment, even if you are not necessarily dispensing things at a high velocity. I'll show you. But with all these new machines in hand, let's dive right in. Alright, so we've got 56 dishes, 14 of which will be during a rush hour. We have a power limit, but it's fairly generous by the looks of it. We do have, for the number of dishes we are expected to make, a fairly small space. I think they gave us this map specifically to make space a constraint. Now, this may seem excessively difficult, but there's a couple of commonalities at play here. So, yeah, we got fries, simple enough. We got the plain burger, simple enough. Then we got the dopamine meal, which is a plain burger and a fries. Now, coming up with all completely different lineups for all of these would be wasteful and excessive. We only really need one line to make burgers, one line to make fries, and then, yeah, we are going to need a dedicated line to make the fried chicken. No getting away from that. But, yeah, I think we can do this, and do this quite efficiently. Alright, so let's see here. I say, you know what, let's get the fried chicken out of the way. It generally needs to be kept apart from everything else anyway. I mean, I guess we could use the chopper to chop up the potatoes for the fries, so maybe we can make that part of it. Alright, so let's do this. And we are, now, as far as the dispensers, yeah, these dispensers are a lot cheaper. We're gonna go normal dispensers for the components of fried chicken, but I'm gonna do a high-speed one for the potatoes. Just because that's gonna be more useful for us in the long run. High speed for the potatoes. Now, here's why I say the high-speed dispenser is more efficient, even if you're going for smaller volumes, but especially if you're going for larger volumes. So, a high-speed dispenser can spit out an ingredient every 2 seconds. A regular dispenser can spit out an ingredient every 5 seconds. You can tune it to be longer, but why would you? We also need an egg. And we also need some chican. And yes, I'm not worried about the contamination with salmonella, because everything's going to get cooked one way or another. All right. So what I think we're going to do here, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a trick that I've learned when it comes to fried chicken and fries. So what we need is, obviously we need our food processor. No getting away with that. No getting away from that. And yeah, we'll do conveyor belts here, and we'll do one more conveyor belt. Actually, why don't we kit you over to the side here, because we're going to need a little bit extra room here. All right, we're going to need a dumb arm to pick up the ingredients, and we're going to need to stuff them into an assembler. Like so. Now then, as far as what we're going to be doing with this assembler here, we have a few different things. Obviously, we're going to be making breaded chicken pieces, but there's a little bit of a more advanced tactic that we can do here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to feed all 4 of these ingredients into the assembler. Now you might be saying, well, Pinstar, it's coded to make breaded chicken pieces, and you're going to feed it chopped up potatoes? That's not part of the recipe. Well, that's true, and that's actually part of my plan. Because when I say finished dishes go on the right, that means the finished dishes go here. That means spare ingredients and ingredients that don't fit go over here. We can make use of that. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to get a dumb robotic arm and have you hang a right. And dump you into the Frymatic 3000. We're also going to do the same thing over here. Yes, we are going to have 2 Frymatics. Because, well, we do need a fair amount of frying. And I figure, since these can only hold one thing at a time, having 2 of them going is probably not a bad thing. But still not so bad that it would nuke our stuff. And we don't even have to do the smart arms here. We can do dumb arms here, because we know this arm can only grab the thing coming out here, which is going to be the chicken. And the other one can only grab the thing coming down here, which is going to be the potato, because that's the off thing. So we know what they're doing here. And so that's going to be a good thing for us. Now then, we are going to need a smart robotic arm up here. I think what we'll do is I'm gonna have you get fried chicken. Fried chicken. No, that's the completed fried chicken. Fried chicken pieces. There we go. And we're going to have you hang a left. So it's going to pop you over here. Reason being, I want you on the conveyor belt to here, and we're going to have, because you need to get packaged, you're going to get there. Basically everything here needs to be packaged. Well, not everything needs to be packaged, but almost everything needs to be packaged. So yeah, you'll be a fried chicken. And yeah, we'll have you do dopamine meal. We're gonna have a different packager to package the fries proper. Although, no, here's what we could do. We could actually have you package fries too, so that way if we put potato wedges straight on this conveyor belt, then we know it's an order of fries. And if it gets combined with a if it's already packaged by something else, then yeah, that actually works out a little better. All right, so what we're gonna do here, so we've got this coming out here, we've got all the makings for this coming out, we've got this assembly. Oh yeah, by the way, because making breaded chicken pieces only takes 1 second, we might as well put it in power saving to save us the electricity, because it only adds 0.5 seconds to the process. Right then, so we need to, and this is why I got the storage unit. We're going to need to put some of these in storage here, because we're going to have a couple of different things queuing off of them. So you, my friend, robotic arm, smart. You're going to be fried potato wedges. Goes in here. Okay, so now we can get a couple of context-sensitive robot arms here to pull stuff out of this as demanded. So this robot arm, if somebody orders just fries by themselves, we're going to need to stick this on the conveyor belt to go through packaging. So we will get a oh, we might as well put that there. We'll put this on here, and that'll go through the packaging. Bada boom, bada bing, and then they have their order of fries. Now, if somebody orders a dopamine meal, if you remember, the dopamine meal needs to have a fully packaged fries included with the meal. So we need to pre-package the fries before they even get there, which is not that's a fine thing. So what we'll do for you, let's see, can we get away with this and have you just do fries, and then have you hang a right? That would be fantastic. And we'll get a conveyor belt here. Beautiful. Now, as far as the chicken goes, there's only one thing the chicken will be ever doing is, because it's not included in the meal, the fried chicken will only ever be ordered by itself. So we send it out here, pop it out here, fried chicken goes out. So that's the fries and the fry half of the dopamine meal taken care of. Now, we need to concern ourselves with the plain burger by itself, as well as the dopamine meal proper. So we need to get a burger thing here going here. So we're gonna need an assembler. We'll start it back here, but we might scooch it around depending on what we discover here. Now I'm gonna do the same thing where I think what we want to do here, so I want to put a storage unit here. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to put a storage unit right there. And we're going to get a dumb robotic arm. And you're actually going to send this all to just sort of a parallel set of conveyors. Because if somebody orders a plain burger, we do not want to send that through the assembler here. It needs to make it to the end here without being packaged. It just needs to go straight there. So that's why we have this way of skirting the assembler here. But on the other hand, if somebody wants a dopamine meal, we need to slap the burger onto the conveyor here. So we're going to have a dumb arm here, and we're going to have you hang a left. And that'll put it on this conveyor and feed it into the packager, which will make it into a dopamine meal. Perfect. Then we can do a dumb arm to put into here, which means we can scooch that up by one. And then as far as the others, well, one dumb arm plus a... we could do a... We could do a high-speed dispenser here. That might actually not be a bad idea. I'm going to try it to see what it does for the power. Okay, so now we need an electric grill here. Yeah, it'll cook it fast enough. And yeah, we don't need to get too fancy with this anyway. Burger bun. Smart arm to fish the cooked patties. And then a dumb arm, which will hang a right. And, well, again, we're going to try out the dispenser high speed here. And that's going to be raw patties. Alright, so here's my thought. Here's my thought. I'm actually going to use our brand new shiny counting machine to actually pre-fill these storage units. So we're not actually going to let the ingredient with the orders, we're not going to make everything fresh from the get-go. We're actually going to pre-make burgers and fried potato wedges, and then we'll let the orders dictate what the arms do to grab them. We will still make the fried chicken fresh. We might as well, because there's not too much other fancy things we need to do. We don't need to hold them in reserve, and we'll make them fast enough. So we're going to do a traditional. In fact, let's do the traditional setup first. So order reader, and you get tuned to the fried chicken, and that will be 1 egg. 1 raw chicken, 1 piece of bread, and just to save us on power, we will keep the chicken Frymatic, only on while the order's pending, so it doesn't sit there idle. All right, so that's the chicken all taken care of, because it'll make its way down there to the packager and do its thing. So now we have to address the others. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get our fancy schmancy counting machine. Let's do it for the fries first. So what the counting machine does is it allows you, first off, we're going to say what do we want it to keep an eye on? We want it to keep an eye on fried potato wedges. And we want to monitor this storage unit. So this machine is going to look at that storage unit and ask itself, how many fried potato wedges are in that storage unit? And then based on its findings, it will send out signals. So we're going to connect you to the potatoes. We're going to cook, we're going to send you to the Frymatic there. And, that's actually all we really need, is just those two. So, what we're going to say is, when the count inside of that is less than 2, then have that thing just keep pooping out tons and tons of potatoes. And when the count is less than 2, turn the Frymatic on, because that means it needs to start frying stuff up. But once this thing's full, stop the presses, stop the fryer, stop farting out potatoes, just do your thing. Now, the problem here, and I may switch this back to a normal speed dispenser, is that this thing is going to struggle keeping up. In fact, I think that might be the smarter move here, is to have a regular dispenser for potatoes. I'm still going to try my high speeds by here, but maybe it would be better here. If we had the convection fryer, that'd be another story. But we're not playing with the convection fryer this time. All right, so yeah, you connect to the potatoes, and when the count is less than 2, turn on. Otherwise, turn it off. Now, same thing over here. We're going to get a counting machine, and we are going to be monitoring. In this case, we're going to actually monitor plain burgers, the actual finished plain burgers that stack up in this storage unit. So we're going to have raw patties when the count is less than 2. We're going to turn you on here, Mr. Electric Grill, when the count is less than 2. And you are going to, the count is less than 2. We could do the assembler, maybe. We'll see. This might blow up in our faces, and I might tune it otherwise, but yeah. Okay, so that's going to keep both of these bins full. This one full of fried potato wedges, this one with plain burgers. Now we get the order readers to actually distribute those to the things that need them. So for fries, we will connect you to that dumb arm and say, perform an action only once. So then you'll grab a potato wedge out of there, which we don't even have to order. We don't have to ask that to produce it. We're just going to grab it, send it on its way. There's our fries. Now, yeah, we do need a separate order reader for every one of these other ones because they each do different things. So for a plain burger, we need to connect you to that and just basically say, grab one plain burger and send it on its way. One more order reader. Well, yeah. Now the dopamine meal is going to involve both of these things. So for the dopamine meal, you need to grab one thing, and then you need to grab one thing. And those two actions put together should send enough materials down the way for this packaging machine to turn it into a proper dopamine meal. And I think that's pretty good. This is all costing us about 90, but we're getting 169, potentially even more. So let's see if this works. The other nice thing about building up ingredients is that rush hour is we're less likely to fail on that. The only way we could get screwed by the rush hour is if there's a big rush on chicken. But we'll see. We'll see if this works. This is experimental. So yeah, these guys are just going nuts, building up their supplies. It feeds it over there. He grabs the potato wedges. They get fried. Yeah, this is going to be a little on the slower side. Things are going to build up just a smidge here. That's okay. All right, we got one order of fries. That's on its way. One order of fried chicken. That's coming out the traditional way here. I may need to put you on high speed. I think this needs to be high speed. What's the timing on this? Yeah, 5 seconds is fine, so I'll leave you on normal. And yeah, we're already using power, but again, this stuff will turn itself off once we're all done here. So I'm not worried about spiking up our power usage during the quiet period. We're just building up inventory. And yeah, people are already ordering the fries, so there's already a thing of fries going out to our customer to be satisfied super early. And there's more fries. It might be hard for us to keep up with this. And yet, see, grab the chicken. Has salmonella. Yeah, good for it. It's getting fried. Oh. Interesting. Well, at least it turned it off. Oh, so it's, yeah, everything is just sort of left in medias res here. That's actually not too bad, because there's always going to be more stuff in the pipeline here. Alright, we got our first dopamine meal coming. There's the burger, there's the there's the completed fries that will be combined with that burger. There's the plain burger making its way down there. This is going to be a little bit trickier because the burger bun is clearly shoving way too many ingredients in there. Alright, hang on. Let's fix something up. We're gonna have the Frymatic when the count is less than 5. I want it to continuously fry the stuff. We'll halt the dispenser at 2, but we'll keep frying stuff up. Hopefully that doesn't make it stay on, though. Because I don't want it to just stay on permanently. And then this thing, these burger buns, maybe you would be better off with a traditional dispenser. I'm still getting used to the high-speed ones, and I still stand behind the patties. Assembler, dispenser, raw patty. Yeah, burger bun when count is less than 2. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, you guys just keep on keeping on here. Alright, got the fries out, got the chicken going next thing. We're keeping an eye on these things just to make sure. Potato is currently on, but now it's turned off, so that'll save us energy here. But the fryer's still on, so we're still frying stuff up and building up inventory, which is what we want. A little slow on that first fried chicken. But yeah, we're having a run on fried chicken here, so not much we're going to do about that. Alright, so let's turn that off. Now, I see a design flaw in the sense that the Frymatic will turn itself back on once some of the fries are picked clean. But these are still going out at an appreciable rate. We'll just keep it. We'll just see if the energy is self-sufficient. All right, so that's queued that back on. So now we're going to keep spitting potatoes out. Yeah, I guess that has been sitting on the whole time. Yeah, and when there's a big run on the material, it's good to have. I'm trying to think of the best way to code this. So let's see if this will actually let us beat the level here with it. fries are building up here, but these things are just going way too fast for it. Alright, this is getting a little silly right here. We're running out of places to put the materials. Yep, here comes the rush hour. Oh, and we're burning stuff here. Okay. Alright, so let's refine this. Maybe I wish I could tell it, instead of dispensing X number of units, I could tell it to, instead of it dispensing that many a thing, like, I wish I could just tell it, make 5 things and then shut yourself off. That would be the most efficient. Because as it stands now, we may need the dispenser here, traditional. Raw patty. You know what, actually, because they are hooked up traditionally, these 3 would actually benefit from being high velocity, because they will turn themselves off faster, and it actually costs you less energy to dispense a single ingredient when they're like this, because they run for 2 seconds and then shut off, and that costs you 6,000. Whereas one of these, the traditional ones, the old school, need to be on for a minimum of 5 seconds, but cost you 1,500 a pick. So that's 1,500 more than the thing, just to dispense 1 ingredient. So it actually would behoove us to do that. Raw chicken. We are still going to hook you guys up to make sure you are carefully controlled. Perform action once. Perform action once, and maybe that'll get us some of the speed times on our fried chicken a little bit better. I wish. Is this thing? Yeah, that's on high speed. That's as good as we're gonna get for now. All right, let's try something different here. The Frymatic's on when the count is less than 5. The potato is on when the count is less than 5. Maybe that will help slow it down just a touch. And why don't you guys do it when it is less than 5? I wish there was an off when more than X. Like, that would be useful. Count is less than 5. Okay. Let's see how that shakes out. So you keep on spitting out those. You're making the burgers. Yeah, see, all those, once we had that one order of chicken, they all just came out real fast. Boom. Now come the chicken parts. Yeah, we just need a faster way to fry these things. I may need to invest in the Frymatic. Now, why are... Hang on, stop. Yeah, you're just continuously pooping out the raw patties. When the count is less than count is less than 5. You know what? I'm going to say when the because I want you to have a meal at the ready when the count is less than 6. Although that would just essentially always have you on. Okay, yeah, you should be okay. Now as far as here, I'm trying to think if there's a better way to get multiple fryers going on this. I want to keep the storage unit right here, because that is the perfect place to funnel that in. Maybe, alright, you know what? Maybe I will bite the bullet and get the fryer later. So we're going to save all this so we don't recreate it. Exit to the menu, machines, transform, convection fryer. I don't care if it's expensive, we need it. Load, please. Alright, back to normal here. Alright, so we all still ultimately need to just get it over here. And we do still want it to feed over through here. We just need to send it through the convection fryer. So this robot arm dumb will... Actually, I'm going to have you go straight. I'm going to sell you to deposit that here. Convection fryer. I don't think you can... I think it has to come, like, down and around for it to work properly. And then I think you can pluck it right off of it. I mean, heck, we don't even need a smart arm here anymore because we know for a fact everything that's coming through there is going to be fried. Oh yeah. Let's hook you up. Dispenser, potato, convection fryer. When count is less than 5. Because that thing does suck a lot of power. And in this case, I do think we could do a faster dispenser, but we'll see. Grab that, put it on here. And then, yeah, you can reach around, grab that, put that in there. That's much better. That is so much better. In fact, I think we can boost you back up to a high-speed dispenser and just poop out the potatoes at an alarming rate. So at such appetizing terms, I know. Potato. And when the count is less than... Maybe I should stop you at a different number so you don't build up too much. So when the count is less than 3, stop the potatoes, but keep the fryer going. Let's try that out. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Yeah, these arms are going to have trouble keeping up, but we are going to have our supply of fries taken care of quite nicely. Alright, that turns that off. And yeah, we can have a couple of potato wedges built up here. It'll just get filled back up nicely. Alright, we got our plain burgers doing their thing. I don't think they're ordering fried chicken often enough for me to warrant needing the fryer-lator for the induction fryer, rather, for the fried chicken. I'm just going to keep that the Frymatic. Let it do its thing. Yoink! Yeah, that works out quite nicely. Hopefully this doesn't spoil on it, but I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay for a rush hour here. Alright, now this is just going to pick away at the potato wedges until there's a run on them. And then once we get dangerously low, then we're going to just keep spitting out more potatoes. Yeah, I think that works out much... Yeah, look at this! We're almost completely gutting all the orders here. Quickly. Quite quickly. Banging them out. Fries, chicken. We got you covered, peeps. Got plenty of burgers waiting for the orders to come in here. All right, so yeah, we emptied out our fry thing, and now the high-speed potatoer is doing its thing. And yeah, we got salmonella on here, but again, everything passes through the fryer. And yeah, there's enough build-up space here for this to work out. And yeah, then that doesn't act up. I might want to incorporate that to my burger patty things here. Yeah, 'cause there's the fried chicken. You're doing your thing. All right, I think. Yeah, there's the burger. There's the fries for the dopamine meal. And we have barely scratched our energy allotment here. Like, it isn't even close. We completely cleared the orders here. Oh, but I hear the cheering, so here comes rush hour. And of course we run low on although I mean we've got some pretty good throughput here. So if they keep ordering stuff that requires fries, we'll keep making it. Look at it go! Boom, boom! Fries! More fries! More fries! More fries! Keep it coming. Oh, I love the induction fryer. Alright, so at least the potatoes have calmed down just a touch. And we are ready for more. Keep it up, come on. Grab them, keep grabbing them. You got nothing, I got you covered. You want fries? I got fries. These people like them, their fries. Even the assembler's starting to get a little overwhelmed here. Our burgers are keeping up. And look at that. Beautiful. 80% efficiency. Probably with some tinkering we could get do that a bit better, but honestly, that's pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. With, yeah, just a fraction of the energy. So that, my friends, is how we can utilize our friends the high-speed dispensers to give us some unexpected benefits. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Wow, we made a lot of money on that one. And leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!